guys, David here, and today I decided to go and find what the new Samsung Galaxy S25 lineup will look like and when it will come. I know usually you used to see me doing rumors and leaks videos related to Apple, the company, any of the products, specifically the iPhone. But personally, I believe that Samsung is the biggest competitor when it comes to phones to the iPhone. So I decided to see what it will look like, can it be compared to the iPhone, and when it will arrive. Last year, it arrived in January, and I believe that this happened because of Apple Vision Pro, but this is a personal opinion. I thought that maybe since a lot of people would talk about the Apple Vision Pro, Samsung decided, okay, we're gonna drop our phone then so we can have some sort of competition, even though these are two different devices and I don't think you can compare them that much. But let's see what we know about the new S25 series. First, we will start with a so-called S25 cheat sheet. Basically, these are all the updates that we are expecting to see on the new S25 lineup. So, Galaxy S25 could have a more iPhone-inspired design with rounded corners and flat edges. The new Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset is rumored to power all three new S25 handsets. Galaxy S25 and S25 Plus could ditch the 8GB options and feature a 12GB of RAM as standard, all for AI. The camera setup on Galaxy S25 and S25 Plus may not change compared to Galaxy S24. Battery capacity is also rumored to be staying the same for another year, making which you get to see 4000 mAh and 4900 mAh on both models. Galaxy S25 series could feature QI2 magnetic wireless charging. Bixby could get a generative AI upgrade for the Galaxy S25. All models could come with free access to Gemini advanced AI features. So many people were complaining specifically for the S24 Ultra that these edges when you hold the phone are so pokey that it kind of can leave dents in your hands. Personally, haven't held such a phone, so I can't confirm or deny, but probably I might join the side of these people after holding this phone for a few hours in my hands or just generally having it. So more round edges more likely, especially if you spend a lot of time on your phone. But is this actually an issue or just people are finding something to complain about the new lineup? When the S25 series will arrive and how much will they cost? Will they remain the same price as the S24 series now? And supposed to that, the S20 series dropping down in price the same that iPhone does every year. Will it cost even more than the S24 series and even than the iPhone? We're about to find out. So, if Samsung sticks to its usual timelines, then the official release date should follow 2 weeks after any launch event. The latest Galaxy S25 launch rumor claims that the phone could arrive on February 7th, which is 2.5 weeks after rumored event date for Galaxy Unpacked 2025. It's also been rumored that the thinner Galaxy S25 Slim could also be on the way. Rumor has claimed it might not arrive until the late spring, but that may not be the case after all. Sadly, we have no idea how much a Slim phone might cost, but it seems to be coming in addition to the other three phones. We're hoping that there is not much change to Galaxy S25's price. Samsung launched the Galaxy S24, S24 Plus, and S24 Ultra for $799, $999, and $1,299 respectively, with the S24 Ultra being the only one to see its price increase from the prior year. Since Apple didn't increase the prices for its iPhone 16 lineup, it's less likely for Samsung to increase its prices. So, when we're talking about the slim Samsung, this reminds me of all the rumors that people always say, oh, there will be an iPhone Air. Like, what exactly an iPhone Air will look like? What it will feature from the regular lineup and from the Pro models. Also, a fifth phone in the lineup. Samsung has only three phones, as we said, the regular S24, S24 Plus, and the S24 Ultra. So a fourth phone kind of makes the deal like more like a Pro phone, but what exactly a Slim is? Yes, it will be thinner, okay, but also it needs to have some features to be different from all the three phones that already exist. So what exactly will happen? We have no idea. When it comes to display and design, this is where the comparisons with the iPhone. So the cameras on the iPhones have their position, on the Samsung Galaxy S series. So the display, we're on our phones all the time. We watch screen the display, so we need something that is good, fast, and responsive. What will happen in the S25 series? So one immediate way Samsung could shake things up with the design of the Galaxy S25 by increasing the size of its display. Known leaker UX1122 reports the Galaxy S25's screen will go from the Galaxy S24's 6.2 inches to a slightly larger 6.38 inches, which would effectively match the increased display size of the iPhone 16 Pro. We suspect that the phone itself would be a little larger than its predecessor, mainly to accommodate the larger screen because Samsung slimmed down the S24's bezel over the S23. But to keep the phone easy to handle, Samsung might be making at least the Ultra model rounder on the back to help it sit in your hand. Aside from the Galaxy S25 potentially getting a larger display, the rest of the design should be a familiar one. In other words, both S25 and S25 Plus should be rocking the same armor aluminum frame, while the titanium frame should still be exclusive to the S25 Ultra. We've seen a potential design for the Galaxy S25 Ultra thanks to a rumor-based render. It's familiar looking enough and still appears to come with the built-in S Pen, but it shows, as we've heard before, that the corners are rounder than previous Ultra Galaxy and display wider, giving it quite a different look. So I don't know what is your opinion on an S Pen, but I don't think that I would use it. It's great that it's coming because technically it comes with the phone for free, just like their S Pen is coming with their tablets for free, but I'm pretty sure it's somehow included into the price as well, because we all know if you want an iPad, you need to get the Apple Pencil separately. So yes, they're following their steps, increasing the size, just like the iPhone 16 Pro Max did. But are companies copying each other, or they're just trying to do similar things, but their way? So just like copying my homework changed a little bit so the teacher doesn't notice, hear the same thing. Of course, different companies, different visions, but if many of the companies started increasing the size of their phones, maybe others just will follow the game. What about performance? One of the reasons why people are buying phones are not only the good displays and the cameras, but also the performance when it comes to their chips. So a lot of people like to play hard intensive games on their phones, not only when it comes to a PC, laptop, or a tablet. So how does it affect the S25 series? So, one of the earliest Galaxy S25 leaks hinted at the bigger speed boost courtesy of Qualcomm's next chipset, the Snapdragon 8 Elite. The new silicon promises big performance gains from both the CPU and GPU. Even better, multiple reports claim that the Galaxy S25 models will all feature the Snapdragon 8 Elite exclusively, though we have seen alleged benchmark for some models featuring Exynos chips. That's not how Samsung handled things with the Galaxy S24. The Galaxy S24 Ultra did feature the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 exclusively, but that chip only appeared in the Galaxy S24 and S24 Plus models that shipped in North America. Elsewhere, those two phones feature the Exynos 2400 chipset. While one report claimed that Samsung would turn the Exynos 2500 as its system-on-chip exclusively, it sounds more likely that Samsung is going with the Snapdragon 8 Elite, not just in its Ultra model, but in the S25 and S25 Plus too. Leaker Ice Universe reiterated that the claim in November after Qualcomm announced the Snapdragon 8 Elite. We can certainly understand why Samsung would turn to Qualcomm's new chip. We had a chance to benchmark the Snapdragon 8 Elite on a Qualcomm reference device, and its graphics numbers blew away the iPhone 16 Pro running on Apple's A18 Pro chipset. The Snapdragon 8 Elite device also bested the iPhone in the multi-core test for Geekbench 6, while coming close to the iPhone 16 Pro's base setting result in the single-core test. So this is another key point where actually performance is important. A18 Pro, Snapdragon 8 Elite. So which is better? Of course, if you're a fan, as I always say, of a certain brand, you're always gonna support that brand no matter if another company makes something better, because this is how people are. But I do have to say, getting the competition makes companies work even harder to make their devices better for the users, and this is what we're looking for, better than the previous generation. So maybe this will happen with the S25. The biggest comparison between Samsung and an iPhone comes to the camera. Many videos have been made comparing specifically the camera, because people believe this is what people do the most with their phones. Especially if you're a content creator, you might need to have the best of the best camera when it comes to your phone. And this is why Samsung is trying to change things and compete with the iPhone 16 Pro models. So Samsung has been nearly untouchable in the camera department with its phones, proven by the Galaxy S23 Ultra dominating all other phones throughout 2023 in our best camera phones list. Well, that changed with the release of the Galaxy S24 because of the controversial move of downgrading to a 5x optical zoom camera with the S24 Ultra. We saw a noticeable difference with our zoom test between the Galaxy S24 Ultra and Galaxy S23 Ultra, so Samsung has its work cut out in redeeming itself with the Galaxy S25 Ultra. So far, rumors paint an enticing picture: an upgraded main camera, 50 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, up from the 12 megapixel one in the S24 Ultra, and a new telephoto camera with variable capabilities. Details about the ultra-wide camera on the Galaxy S25 Ultra that have emerged seemingly confirm that the upgrade to a 50 megapixel sensor that will use 41 pixel bin to capture 12.5 megapixel shots. That some rumors suggest the ultra-wide lens will have an 1.7 aperture, which would certainly let in more light, presumably improving details in low light settings. As for telephoto cameras' variable capabilities, a similar feature had been originally rumored for the Galaxy S24 Ultra, but it didn't happen. With the rumor resurfacing for the S25 Ultra, it could mean that we would have a variable telephoto camera that seemingly adjusts between different zoom levels, but it could also be something different. Take for example the variable aperture of the recent Xiaomi 14 Ultra, which can dial down the aperture to different levels. Zooming has always been a specialty with the Ultra, so we really hope Samsung delivers in this area to redeem itself. So yes, I have noticed that a lot of people like to take zoomed in pictures. Remember the controversy when it came with the Samsung S series and the moon? You can zoom up to 100 times and see the moon in perfectly shape. It turns out, after watching some videos, that actually this is not how the moon looks like. It's just like an AI generated what the moon would look like if you zoom in 100 times. But in fact, we'll never see what 100x zoom can do to the moon. But this doesn't mean that these camera features don't sound amazing. I'm pretty sure for all the photographers, this might be their phone of choice. Battery is one of the most important things for me when I'm looking for a phone, because I do want a long-lasting phone. Apple claimed that they have the best battery ever on an iPhone with 33 hours on the 60 Pro Max, but they say this literally every year. Is Samsung saying the same? Probably, but how their battery will improve? So the Galaxy S25 has the potential of breaking records, especially if the promised power efficiency of the Snapdragon 8 Elite pans out when we get a chance to test the battery life of Samsung's new models. All three models of the Galaxy S24 easily boast substantially better battery life than their predecessor, with the Snapdragon 8 Elite promising a 44% improvement to the CPU's power efficiency and a GPU that consumes 40% less power. You expect phones powered by that chipset to last a very long time. Speaking of expectations, it looks like the Galaxy S25 could feature the same battery capacity as the S24. There have been rumors for a while now about Samsung adopting stacked batteries in its flagship series, but there is no strong evidence we'll get them yet with the S25. Meanwhile, multiple leaks indicate that Samsung will still go with a 5000 mAh battery for the S25 Ultra. So yes, for me, I would say if a phone doesn't last a day, full battery, that's not a phone at this point. Yes, I still charge my phone every other day, not every single day, which is impressive after 2 years of using it. So I'm impressed to see what these new phones, like what their battery life will look like. Imagine charging your phone every 3 days. Well, it really depends on how often you use your phone and what apps you're using, because some apps, I would say, they take more of your battery compared to others. But every hour, every minute or second that I can get more without charging it, I'm up for it. Last but not least, let's talk about their software and Galaxy AI. Apple made a whole segment on WWDC last year for Apple Intelligence and what features we will get with it. So what Samsung has to do with this on the next phone? So after introducing a handful of Galaxy AI features with the S24, Samsung will have to come up with even more for the Galaxy S25. We've tested out many of the Galaxy AI features like instant slow-mo, generative edit, and voice recorder summaries, proving that many of them have practical applications. Others, however, still hover the fine line of being novel. Some of these features include generative AI photo editing, might be done on device with Galaxy S25 as well. According to one report, the power of the Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset means that Samsung won't have to farm off the processing for this feature and possibly more to cloud servers. There haven't been any leaks on what new Galaxy AI features we could see introduced with the Galaxy S25. Although Samsung has confirmed AI will be a priority for their phone, and Samsung executive did raise the possibility on infusing the Bixby personal assistant with generative AI capabilities. However, the question in everyone's mind is how long they will remain exclusive to the Galaxy S25 or pass down to other models. That's because many of the once exclusive Galaxy AI features on the Galaxy S24 have arrived on older Samsung phones through software upgrade. So us iPhones are doing the same now. The Apple Intelligence is featured only on the iPhone 15 and 16 models. Samsung Galaxy series are doing exactly the same. We'll get some features in the S24, pass it out with a few software updates. Probably S20 series won't get it, so the idea is so you can upgrade to their other phones. But when it comes to getting new AI features, it's very hard to think what is that new thing we should invent that will make people upgrade, that we want to have our newest phone, because we already have so many AI features, not only on phones, just internet in general, that it's not easy to think of a new outstanding feature that will make all eyes look into your phone and say, oh, I actually might need to get this. So what exactly we'll get with the new AI, we'll never know, but I have to say, as the report says, we do already have a lot of handful AI features when it comes to the Samsung Galaxy S series. Okay guys, that'll be the video. Hope you enjoyed. Comment down below what are the features for the new S25 series that you are most excited about. I really would like to see what AI features they could possibly think of. I haven't played with an S series phone, so definitely I don't know every single AI thing that I do, but based on ads that they put pretty much on every single channel, yes, there is this very cool feature that you just circle a thing on an image and it automatically search it for you, because they were giving this guy, he was a dog lamp that lights up in this and this color, and the woman next to him just circled it and Google immediately found the lamp without even needing to type a 10,000 word description for it. So this is something exciting. Also, when it comes to photos, I would like if you take a photo, you don't like something in the background just to scratch it. This is a very cool feature that most of phones already are doing. Also softwares as well. So a lot of features to be excited about. I'm just mostly excited when it comes to the reviews with the iPhone 16 and the S25, because this is what we're waiting for. Let's be honest. Which is the better phone? Because I feel like this is a battle that keeps going on and on every single year when a new iPhone or an S series come out. But that'll be the video. Hope you enjoyed. Please smash that like button if you like this video, share it with friends. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell so you'll be notified whenever I post new videos. And I'm gonna see you next time. Bye!